What's the deal, everybody? How are we doing? What's going on? Does this mean it's starting? What's the deal? Yes, it means we just started and the market's moving. Market's alive and well and moving, and let's see what's going on here. All right, let's get into a breakdown and then I'll say what up to everybody. I see Green in the house, Jay in the house. Got a packed house here on the Zoom. In the clubhouse. We got a packed clubhouse tonight. All right. Weekly bearish, daily bearish. Ooh, daily. So daily respected this support here, right? Closed above it, but it's still closed bearish. So we're going to look to fill this wick down, maybe even close bullish after it by tomorrow, end of day. But for now, we are going to look to continue bearish. Holy shit. Ooh, turn. Chat, give me 1 sec. I got the game on. I got both games on. I got the Bruins game on. The Panthers, sorry, and the Islanders game is on. So watching that. Just shit show that game is. Anyway, we're going to look to continue bearish. Let's look at the 4-hour here. So the previous 4-hour closed bullish with no bottom wick. Ideally, this 4-hour breaks this. Breaks the previous 4, but we have less than an hour to go in that. And if it comes up, re-breaks the highs, maybe we'll end up coming up. But ideally, it breaks the lows and we continue to head down following the daily bias. Let's see where we can find some positions. All right. So we have resistance. We have a support on a daily here. I mean, on the hourly here. Let's jump into the 5. See where we can sort of adjust these levels. All right. So for us to continue with these sells, let's look where we drive from. What areas do we end up driving from? Decent area we respect here. I think we just respected it. Yeah, we respected this area. All right. Yeah, we're gonna look for support to be made here if this candle can close bullish over here. And we can come back down and re-break the lows. We'll look for positions. Okay. Here. Oh yeah, I like this area. All right, so we're gonna get a closure below here. We're gonna look to continue driving down. More sells below here. Yeah, anywhere until this point, we can still reject them. Where can we look for buys? think our buys. You don't mind this level here, but it's just gonna be right there. This is where our buys are gonna be. If we get above there, that's our range too. What the hell is that white line? Oh. I'm gonna look for buys above here, as that would be a range 2 breakout. It's not really a range 2 breakout on the higher time frame, so I'm gonna look for a closure above there and then come back in range and then drive. I'm gonna want to hit a resistance and then drive off a support if we're gonna head up. Just want to see how valid this level is. We got more people in the waiting room. Give me one sec. Let me admit it. All right, chat. That's the way the cookie crumbles here. That's what I'm going to look for. And I haven't decided on the buys yet because well, let's see. Let's see when we get there. I want to see how we close above there. We're not taking anything off the rip, so I'm fine with it for now. This 4-hour closure is going to be key. It's going to give us all the info we need, or most of the info. Because if it closes bear, but above this area here, C1994.35, it would be even though it's closing bear, it would be respecting a support right here at this area. So if we close on the next 4 hour in 42 minutes here, in 43 minutes, if we close below it, we're going to expect the next candle make a top wick and fill this range down, and eventually fill the wick down, right? Because over here, this is all clean range. But if it closes above it, respecting this area, you might see a wick down and a celery play to head up. So it's going to be key here how the 4-hour closes. Hey Dustin, what's going on? What up, Adam? All right, back to the stream, and now that we know what we're more or less looking for here, let's wait for it to form. What's the deal, Chad? Drop a like. Sub to the channel. You know, I haven't even liked my own channel yet. Drop a like. Yeah. Who's ready for another 3-hour DD session? Wait, what? These different brokers have different 4 hours. Yes. Yes. I need some coffee. You know, coffee spelled backwards is e-fuck. And I don't give e-fuck about what's going on until I have my coffee in the morning. Yeah. Why the market's choppy? It's just the nature of the beast. That's the way the markets are. Why do they have different 4 hours? Because different brokers are on different rollover times. Some brokers work on London time. Some brokers work on Island time. So it's just the only candles are different are the 4 hour and above and above. It's all right. It's not a big deal. But I do like the O and the 4 hour. That's why. That's what we look for. That's what we look at. Yo, we are damn near 10K subs. We're less than 200 subs away. We can get it tonight if everyone really wants to. If everyone really tries. I think the most subs I ever had in a day was like 170. 20K tonight. Yeah, right. That's ambitious. Like the stream, sub to the channel, join the clubhouse and Wix's table. Take advantage of what we got and help yourself. Really. Really. Honestly. 6 shameless plugs this morning? No, it was 5. Don did one of them. One of them's on him. You take caffeine? No, I drink caffeine. I don't really take it as a pill. No, we won't be talking brokers tonight, Green. Yeah, I'm smoking a fat Jamaican joint. Are they waiting on a reveal? It's not. It won't be on tonight's stream. It'll probably be tomorrow on Don's stream. Hold on, actually, maybe it will be. Oh no, it won't be. Funded session weeks. We're still waiting for it since Thursday. First time in stream, just so you have the exact same buy and sell. Amazing. Let's just hope we both win now, right? That's all we got to do. You gonna stay? Yes. Drop a like, sub to the channel. We had a nice little session yesterday. No trades, but it was nice. It was no chat, right? It wasn't like 500 ratchet comments a second. Whether he goes for funded account or not, he will play same trades. Oh well, no, I'm chat. Right now, I'm not trading a funded account. I have money on 3 brokers, 3 different brokers. 2 of them I don't know if I really like them much. And I'm doing that right now. And I still have, if I still have a lot of money in TD, I don't know, but it should still be there. So I'm hoping on that payout. Once I get that payout, I'm gonna post the fucking post post a big fucking screenshot of the receipt so everybody on from Reddit to Telegram can all see. Wix's pre-London breakdown worked out to the T. Yes, it did. If you stayed on for London, you probably made bank. Said you were gonna show us a withdrawal. Yeah, as soon as TD pays me, I'll show you the withdrawal from TD. Did you request the payout or just waiting to request? There's no requesting. There are fucking 200,000 transactions behind. There's no requesting. Just wait till they catch up. I did a lot of research into paying out because I also have money in there. I'm frustrated things not looking good. Yeah? What time does volume start to come in the Asian session? Right now. What happened to Wix's table? It's not big enough. We needed a bigger table. So right now we have a fold out picnic. But if you know someone with a table and 2 leaves, bring it. Right now we got a picnic type of fold out. If TD start again, would you trade on it? Yes. I would have even more confidence in them, actually. If they actually pay me, I'll probably have more confidence in them. Because they actually survived this whole shit show and then paid me. I'll be like, what? You guys are unbelievable. I love you. 10K will hit 420? No, it's either going to be tonight or tomorrow, 100%. I think tomorrow, by tomorrow daytime, we'll be at 10K. Maybe on Don's stream. Can you go over your thesis for this trade? I don't have a thesis for a trade. There's no trade. These are not black and white. These sells below. It's not we get here and we sell. It's not we get there and we buy. It's once you get to these areas, 1997, 420. It should be 420, right? Like it always is. Look, 97, 420. So once we get to these areas, it's more of a alarm. Hold on, chat. I have Wix 12 here. What's up? You want to stream? Here, you can take over. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna go have a lollipop here. You want to say hi? Hi.
Hi,
Hey, I'm Wix 12.
it's Phil.
And I want candy.
I want candy.
Chat. Who's donating some candy? Alright, hold on a sec. I gotta go get her iPad. Give me 1 sec. Chat, give me 1 sec. Say hi, say bye. Perfect, let's go. Give me 1 sec, chat. Here's a candy bar W heart full of pain. That's not what I meant. But W, absolutely. I'm not gonna give that to her. I'm buying myself a candy bar. Oh shit. FOREX, how long were you trading before you was profitable, and what was your biggest loss and biggest win? I don't know. How long I was trading before I was, so I was making money. Okay, I was consistent about almost 2 years into trading, like a year and a half to 2 years. It took me to get consistent, right? And then it took me another year, maybe a little less, like 10 months, but roughly another year. No, I'd say another year to actually make all the money back that I've lost or that I've spent while learning how to trade, right? So being consistent and profitable are two different things. I became consistent, and then it took me another year to make all my money back and really get into the green. And after that, I was profitable. What's up? Hmm? Cookie? Go grab a cookie. All right, sorry, chat. Yeah, painting again. And I had a Wix 11 saw that I gave Wix 12 some gummy bears, and she was like, "Hello, how about me?" So what about you? No money, no honey. And then I had to go give her some gummy bears. Appreciate consistency versus profitability. Yeah, I mean, it's just took me a while to get back into the green, right? People are like, you're profiting, right? You're consistent for 2 months. You win trades, and you're like, yeah, I'm making money. Like, but are you really? Are you in the green? Are you positive, or are you just positive for the last 2 days that you won 2 trades? But what about before that? You guys get back in your chair. Get off the high chair. Get off the coffee table. Stop twerking. Let's get back in the computer chair. Get back. Let's lock it in again. Sounded like ducks in the background. Maybe this chair. Hold on. Does that sound like a duck? Is that what it is? Hold on, chat. Oh, the beat on the song. Want to hear something? I don't do squats. I don't do squats. I do a bunch of other exercises. I just don't do squats. The RR is not there. The risk to reward on squats isn't there. I said we had this conversation a long time ago on stream where we went over why it's just like unless you're competing or really like squats are they're not necessary. You can do other exercise. Yeah, it's a very high quality exercise, but I just don't. But it's probably like well, overall, if you're doing it right and you're competing, it's probably one of the best exercises. Yeah. I don't know my PR for bench press, but you know what? I did chest today, and today, happy International Chest Day to all you gym goers. It's Monday, right? So it's International Chest Day. So I was in there celebrating with all the other gym bros. I'm an NFL fan, but I'm a Giants fan, so. Wah, wah, wah. Deadass, you can build your legs without squatting. Yes, it's just squatting utilizes a lot of muscles, so you save yourself a lot of time doing other exercise. But really, risk to reward on injury versus getting big is not there. I refuse to do chest on Mondays. No, I walked in there like happy holidays, fellas. Hey, we got someone from Switzerland. The Swiss are here. Nice. Got to put in the hours, absolutely. Can you explain why you didn't sell after there was an engulfing candle at 1993 that broke out of range? Right here? Because that's not my level. My level is here. At here, over here, we can still reject. Not necessarily here, but if you go back in time, we have areas here where we can still reject. This is just one small higher time frame range. Belgium in the house. I've been to Belgium once. Trade reversals? Do you mean, do I try to guess where the market's going to go? No. I'll wait for things to happen, and then I'll ask for a ride. You know when you're at a party, and there's the guy that's like, yeah, I'm out. I'll see you guys there. And then there's the guy that like waits for everyone to settle in, get in their cars, and it's like, yo, where you going? Oh yeah, I'm hopping with you. I'm the guy that hops in the car and it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go with you. I'm not the guy that, yo, I'm out, see you later. Then I get there, no one's there, everyone went to a different place. That's how the market is. You try to beat the market and it'll go somewhere else. You try to get ahead of it and it'll go somewhere else. You try to wait for it and you can tag along with it. Pull up to Belgium again. I never kind of pulled up. I just rolled through it. Because we were going from, if I'm not mistaken, I think we were going from Germany to Switzerland, and we took a bus there and we went to Belgium. I don't know. It was a long time ago. It was 23 years ago, 22 years ago. Are you more short on gold? Yeah, I'm bearish for the day. We might get these buys anyway. I'm from CH. What is that? The Czech Republic? Jamaica. I love it. Sanka, you dead man? No. Me too. No man, yeah. Oh, I gotcha. Confederation. I gotcha. I'm sorry. I'm not not that educated. Why no bottom wick, no trade on candle close? I'm not sure what you mean. We stay in this range. Let's see what the higher time frames have in store for us. So we broke the previous hourly high. We flipped on the 4-hour. We're filling the 4-hour wick. You guys already see what I'm looking for, right? So we want a closure like this. Take us up, or a closure like this. Take us up. There's no closure here, just drove straight through. So if we measure, this is roughly 30 pips of an advantage point. Does anything else stand in our way here? The better level is up here, right? But I think we can be break even by then. Let's see. We still irrelevant of what happens right now in this current candle. We're not gonna take a trade here. We're waiting for these closures outside the range. We got 17 minutes here, 16 and a half minutes till the 4-hour close. We'll have more info printed. This might even close doji here on the 4-hour, which will definitely will continue looking for a bullish move. Did you take the same trade as Don today? Yes, we took an identical position. He caught 32, I caught 34. That's just how the market moved when we closed. We had the same identical position. Chat, it's so hard to believe, like, I'm not jinxing it, but our last loss here on Asian stream was February 15th. Lose trade yesterday? No, I had no trade yesterday. We had a win this morning. Well, it depends where you are in the world. It might have been yesterday for you, but for me it was this morning, and it was 34 pips. Long live the streak, yeah. I was saying it last week. People were like, no, don't say it. You're gonna ruin it. And we had 3 wins since then, so you're gonna jinx it. I believe in that. Well, yeah, it's a long live stream. Granted, it's the Asian session, right? So we do get less positions, but is it like it's still sitting? You know, let me tell you something. Doing a breakdown and then choosing to sit out of a position instead of trade it is just as important. Know when to do that as when to take a position. So even though we get less trades in Asian overall, less opportunity, still a W for avoiding the loss positions, the losing positions, right? And winning when we get a chance. Yeah, we have 12 straight wins. I think 16 positions in the last 2 months of trading. So roughly, I'd say roughly, we get half the positions that we typically would in the New York session. I have twice as many trades in New York as I do in Asia. Absolutely. Plan your trade and everything about it. And then when you're in it, only trade that plan and nothing else that wasn't planned for. All right, I see Deutsch in the chat. Right, is that German? Please, no Sputnik in the chat. No, none of these satellite languages. Uh-oh. Here. Do me a favor, close the door to my office. Thank you. Love you. I remember the loss on February 15th. That was the first time I joined your stream and lose, but it's all good after that. Yeah, imagine, like, it's the worst feeling ever, right? Like, coming on a stream for the first time. Okay, pause. Finding a stream for the first time, hopping on there, being like, yes, these guys are doing so well. I heard so much about them, or whatever it might be, and then taking the trade, and then losing, and that was your first trade with us. Like, that's the worst feeling. I think I feel worse than you do when that happens. I'm like, damn, that's the dude's first stream. How to know when he took trade? I'll tell you before, during, and after, and I'll fucking draw it on the screen. Hey from Norway. Hey from gloomy South Florida at the moment. The initiation phase, yeah. That's right. You got to get jumped in by the chat to be part of the chat. Have you been in the Philippines? No. But my best friend growing up was Filipino. I don't want to say my best friend because, like, I had a bunch of friends that I considered my best friends. I was a little kid. I don't know. But he was Filipino. And I remember I used to come through to his house. We had no cell phones. And I had to memorize his house number. like his home phone number. And then I'd run home, call him up, and he'd never pick up. So I'd go over there, and every time I go over there, they would have a whole bunch of Filipino food. Greasy as hell, but it was good. I remember it was really good. The ranging strategy that you use now, there's no ranging strategy. It's just we're avoiding trading in here. This is the 5 minute, right? Really, there's a lot of indecision here. Look, this is the hour. This is the 30. The hourly is more or less starting to look clean, right? As it's getting clean candles and driving. But we want all time frames to line up here. Hence, we're not going to trade in this range until all time frames line up. When he will take the trade, we might not get a trade on stream. I take a trade when the market sets up. Filipino food, okay? And it's yeah, I was like, I didn't know much. Like, I just moved to America, right? Talking about when I was like 9, 10, 11. Yeah, Basil, just chill out. It's not a stream. It's not a guessing stream. I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, by the way, guys, I got in a buy here at 1993 about an hour ago. Just so you know, I'm in profit. No, we'll do a break because there's no value in that, right? It's no good for you, no good for me, no good for any of us. That's just dumb. You like eating curry? I went to an Indian spot here, not too far, and they had some really good curry something. And then I eat curry goat at the Jamaican spot also. I like that. Curry goat, oxtail, some jerk chicken. Oof. Oof. I need to find me a Haitian spot right now. Can we really sell down there? Don't we need a range too? We can because we're bearish for the day. And we haven't had a range 2 breakout yet. Look at this, the daily flip bullish, making a top wick. If it reflips and breaks its own low, we're gonna look for positions. And we're gonna expect it to fill the daily wick down then. How long it took you for you to be profitable? Go back to the beginning of the stream. We spoke about that for like 5-10 minutes. You like authentic Chinese food? I'm sure I would if I try. But I know Panda Express is not authentic Chinese food, so I can't comment on authentic Chinese food. I can comment on Americanized Chinese food, and I like that too. Hello, just keep showing up. We do break down the beginning of every stream, but why are we on the 1 minute here? Why we have a buy above here? Because above here, all the higher time frames are bullish and breaking previous highs. You see, once we're above here, we're going to be breaking all these higher time frame wicks. Right, breaking all these levels. We'll be out of this range. And we also have support and a resistance. A support and a resistance does what? Creates a range 1. And we have another resistance. What does that mean? Range 2. How do we trade against the daily trend? Range 2 breakouts, which would mean a bullish closure above range 2 on a bearish day. So if we can get something like this, right? Depending on when it closes, we will look for positions to drive up. And if it closes really, well, it's closing right now, so we're not going to look for positions initially. We're going to look for a pullback. Once it gets up there, we would like the market to create a 5-minute range, ideally, which would look like this on the smaller time frame, right? This would look like this on the 5. Now this becomes your resistance, and then you already have a support to drive from. And now if you're breaking a resistance that you just closed outside the range here, right? You had a resistance, closed outside the range, came back in range, grabbed liquidity now here, and now you're breaking that resistance. Once this happens, this is our range 2 breakout, right? And any closure above this area right here, at that point, we will be good to go off the rip, and we'll look for positions to fill that range up. And if you look back in time, every time we close above that area, we tend to drive up, right? Respected, closed above, drove up, closed above, drove up, closed above, drove up. So we're going to look to repeat and emulate what happened in the past. Study of historical price data. That's what we're doing here, chat. Technical analysis, right? We're doing technical analysis. We're not looking at the news right now. There's no news. It's not fundamental trading. This is a study of historical price data, and we're trying to take advantage of the market based on what's happened before, right? So the market has provided us some data. We've looked at it, we've absorbed it, we found the weaknesses in the market, or we found not weaknesses in the market, but we found areas where we can exploit it to our advantage. These are the areas, we've marked them off. We have a plan for when we get there, right? These are our little alarm areas. Once we get there, we know how we want the market to react and print at those areas. And if it does what we want it to do, we'll be in there and we'll exploit the market to our advantage. But if you see something you're not familiar with, not comfortable with, haven't seen repeated over and over a long period of time, then why would you trade it? Why? Because you just guess it's going here? Fine. You can gamble, but your gambling at that point becomes a much lower degree of probability gambling than mine. How'd you come up with your name? It came to me in a dream. Higher time frame got a wick on the 5 close above. Would you enter off the rip? Yes, most likely. Once again, every situation is individual, so it would depend on how we came above there, or if we were against the daily bias or with the daily bias, and how was the 4-hour printing. So all your time frames really would have to be falling in line. What time frame you draw your levels on? Everywhere from, I start on the daily, 4-hour, 1 hour, right? And I'll put levels down, and then I'll zoom into the 30, the 5, and I'll adjust the levels according to where the 5 will make more sense after the daily, or where the hourly and the 4-hour will also fall in line with those levels. And I believe once this prints bear and closes below here, we'll be falling in line on every time frame. Yeah, you see there's a low here, we would be breaking below, and on the 5 I just showed, every time we've closed below there before, we tend to drive down. Same way on the bullish move, same way here on the bearish move. See, closure below, drove down, respected, drove down, just drove straight through here, respected at this area. So respect, close below, drove down, respect, close below, drove down. Same thing here, see, close below, drove down. So that's how our levels are determined. They're based on which levels can we drive further from. And we don't drive further down by closing below this recent support, right? Because there's no time historically, when you go back to the left, scroll left, historically below 1994.21, there's no drive there, right? So that's why we didn't put a level there. So now we do have a range established here, but now that we broke out of that range, look, it broke right back in, because historically we do not tend to drive below this area. We tend to drive below 1992.912. So we're not drawing support and resistance. It's a little bit different. We're drawing levels beyond which the market can drive, where we've seen the market drive beyond those levels. Do you have any idea what ICT so you can explain briefly? Thank you. Learning something. No, I can't. I don't do that. I have no idea what ICT is. I know we joke about it, troll all the time. I don't know the concepts. I don't know. I mean, I understand everything they would do if someone just showed me, oh, this is what they're doing, this, you know, but I honestly, I don't care much for it. It's not what I do. Right? When you first started, were you confused about how the market works? Yes. How much lot size being consistent profit do you think is enough to make a living? Well, if you get consistent and then you're able to consistently make your money back and become profitable, and then if you're consistently profitable and you start raising capital, and at which point is it enough to raise capital? At no point. Once you get consistent and profitable, that's not the time to say enough. That's the time to really turn it up. The sky's the fucking limit, right? There's nothing stopping you here. How far can you take it? It's not at which point it's enough. I would say, at which point do I turn it the fuck up? At which point do I really fucking, you know, supercharge the shit out of my life? Because once you got this packed, you really want to go after it. You don't want to be like, all right, I got this. Time to fucking move on to the next thing. Time to learn pottery. No, you literally want to concentrate your efforts into maximizing your output here while lowering the input. Mac. I'm new. Does gold move well during Asian? Gold does what it wants. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on the market and how it's cycling. Almost 10K subs. Yeah, I wanted to hit it tonight, but it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen probably tomorrow. Peace. I have a stream. Y'all have a great stream. Like. Yes. Drop a like, chat. Sub to the channel if you're new. Turn on notifications. Can you explain spreads? I mean, I know what they are, but last stream I said spread took me out, and you said spreads don't take you out of a position or something, but I was too high, so I didn't follow. Well, that's your number one problem. We got him first right now. Can somebody drug test under Spark? I gotta make sure you're sober right now. Otherwise, what I say right now will be just as irrelevant as it was last stream. Sober up, man. Wake up.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes, Mark. No worries. Like 10 can 420. No, we'll be before that. So I remember what you're talking about. There is no spreads, right, affecting your position on a sell, right? So I think you were in a buy. You were in a buy, and then as it was coming down, you said spreads took you out. But so spreads can put you in because you're activated on spreads in a buy, and spreads can take you out in a sell because your stop would be the spread price in a sell. you understand that? Do you get it? So when you're taking a sell, your position, if let's say you have a sell stop right here, right? Let's say you have a sell stop right here, and the market drives down here, right? You get activated, and the spread, let's say it's 2 pips. Let's say the spread price right here, market price right here. You'll get activated. Spread here is irrelevant because the market price activates you here. And the same concept goes for when you're in a buy and you want to get out of a position, because what do you do when you're in a buy and you want to get out of a position? You're technically selling back, right? What you just bought. So when you're selling back what you just bought, the spread can't take you out because you're basing your position off of market price. So when the market went against, you're in a buy and it's going towards your stops, right? If this is your stop and the candle's going towards your stop, when it hits your stop, it wasn't the spread that took you out. You said spread took you out. It was the market price that took you out. The spread was right here. Get it? So on the buy, once you're in a buy, if your stop loss gets hit, it doesn't get hit with spread, it gets hit with market price. Now, if you're in a sell and your stop gets hit, that gets hit with spread. So it's a little different. Why I'm always on the bottom? Because brokers add the price, right? They add the spread to make money. They don't take away the spread to lose money. They don't make the price of gold cheaper. They make the price of gold more expensive. All right, hold on a second. Which one is used depends on whether you're going to buy and sell. Yes, correct. Sell stop loss can be hit by spreads, yes. All right, we're coming up here. Chat. We had a 4-hour close. No one said anything. None of you said anything. What did I say? We're going to close more or less doji, yeah, right? So we can kind of block this out and the previous 4-hour. It's a lot of indecision there, but we're going to expect to continue up. Let's see how long it takes for us to come up here. Once we do close above, I'm not doing anything off the rip. Clean range above here, but let's see what we can take advantage of. This is tough. Big candles, big stops. Yeah, looking like 78 pip stop at the moment. Yeah, I can't use that. I'm gonna use this. If we could above there, this is gonna be the stop. So this is the 5-minute range right now. So here's what I want. Typically the stops are below the previous 5-minute range, so we're gonna need to come up close above here. Right? Once we close above here, I'm gonna look for a 5-minute range to be created. So I'm gonna look for us to come back down in range and ideally hit these areas that we drove from before. Right? These areas where the wicks are. These little wicks. Here we go. This is a better illustration. On the higher time frame, it's easier to tell. See these wicks? Wick over here, wicks over here. So once we close above there, I'd want to come back down to this area, right? On the higher time frame, it'll look like a bottom wick. Might look like a celery, but we'll see. Overall, on the high time frame, it could look like a bottom wick, but on the smaller time frame, all we're doing is just creating a 5-minute range. I think I draw this every single stream. Get this closure above, and then look, come back down and range. Like this. Like this. And we can hit these 1994, 1995 areas, right? All these wicks I just showed. If we can come back down to that range and then come back up. At this point, you would move your resistance to here, and you get this closure above. You'll drive up and utilize this as stops, which on the 5-minute would be, see, that's the previous 5-minute range after creating another 5-minute range right here. So this would be ideal, and then over here we could take off the rip once that happens, but right now we can't do that. You're an artist. Ja, 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 ja. Yeah. You take anything from whack off? No. When you will call it. What are we thinking, sir? You don't want to know what I'm thinking. My mind works very weirdly. At the moment, I was thinking if you taught it... Never mind. Let's not go there. Wait, so for range 1 and range 2, we should see it formed in higher time frame, right, rather than lower time frame. Well, when we against daily bias, you want to see it form in all time frames, yes, but you also, besides the fact, like this could be a range 5 technically here on the 5-minute, right? Like this range 1, and this wick is a range, then you have range from here to here, then range 3, range 4, yeah, it's like range 5, but on the higher time frames, you had your support, resistance, like, you know, you really want the higher time frames to fall in line. 4 hour as well. 4 hour has never found a resistance yet though, but there was a previous resistance and I don't mind trading above it on the smaller time frames. As long as we know what we're looking for, which ranges we're looking to fill and take advantage of. Given the last 4 hour close doji after a bullish forecast, do you think this is a top wick on the 4 hour conforming as it's only first 15 minutes of the candle? Well, a doji is just indecision, right? And it didn't really close doji. It did close weak bullish, but let's say it did close doji. That's just an indecision candle, right? So you've basically gone up, gone down for that 4 hours, but went nowhere. So what can you do? If you're at the same price you started, you can pretty much block this candle out because it didn't do anything. It had too much indecision. It gave us no new information. It just started and ended in the same spot. So you can pretty much block that out like it never happened. And continue with the next candle. And the next candle you'd expect to be bullish after a bottom wick because look, the one before that closed bullish and it closed bullish above this area, which was the 4 hour resistance that it broke. Did trading help you escape the 9 to 5? No, my mindset did. You said you took 10 months. I was giving myself too much credit. It didn't take me 10. It took me a good year. Maybe more, like a year and 2 months. It definitely took me a year. No, I'm thinking of time frames. But yeah, it took me 10 months to get back what I lost. It took me a year to get back what I know how much you lost before. 6 figures, 100,000. More than 100,000. What you do before trading? Same thing I do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. I think it would be best to learn live markets when you have skin in the game with minimal attachment. So at the lowest possible lots on a live market should be your best, probably your most optimal route, most optimal route to take when you want to learn. You have a separate account to secure your profits? I don't know what that means. No, I just have a trading account where I trade. I just have a few trading accounts. Are you trading every day? Yes, Monday through Friday. Benefits of Wix's table, you get to join the Sundays Unfiltered, besides everything else that's with the clubhouse. Well, with the clubhouse, you get everything else. You get the custom colors, emojis, all that stuff. Oh, by the way, Chad, if anyone knows how to do emojis, like custom emojis, post them if they're good. I'll drop them here onto YouTube so we can, the members can use them on YouTube, and you're gonna be able to use it for yourself as well. It's gonna be unique only to the members. So if you know how to do the emojis for YouTube, drop them in Discord or DM me, and I know Green, I know, but I'm flipping it right now. Flip the table. All Sorry, chat. I got a live audience drop in for a second. It's always a live audience dropping in to my trading. $30's gonna close here in 8 minutes. 15 close bullish, respecting the most recent resistance. Just ranging here, chat, for now. Trend trader, scalper, what's the majority of your entries? I don't know, just price action. And like, I get it, there's many people trading price action and everyone utilizes in their own different way, but just, we're doing technical analysis. We're looking back in time, we're seeing what we've noticed, what we recognize, how we break it down, and we use what's happened in the past to our advantage. Just price action. Now, how you enter and how you read candles during price action, now that's not something that I can describe to you in a stream, in a week's worth of streams, in a month worth of streams. That's something that you need to experience through living and trading through many different market cycles. My stop's 96.15. I don't know for what. 96.15. Okay. Stops for what? Are you in a position already? Some tight ass stops. It's like 6 pip stop. It would depend. I'm fine trading into wicks. It just depends on what the rest of the market is saying. How come you enjoy trading so often? I enjoy trading and making money and doing what I do very well. Do I do it often? I don't. I'd say I really typically trade like 3-4 hours out of the day. I'm on in the morning. I'm on roughly 7 to 9, maybe 7:30 to 9, 9:30, right? So I'd say roughly 2.5 to 3 hours in the morning. And I like streaming, right? I like doing this. And if I wasn't streaming, I'd still be trading Asian session, but I wouldn't be sitting in front of my computer. Just, walk over and check it from time to time. 15-minute closures, 30-minute closures. When the market gets to my price points, Outside of that, I wouldn't sit here and stare at it, but I like streaming because we get to have this. We get to have, right? We get to be intellectually honest with each other, and we get to keep each other accountable, which in turn makes me a better trader, and in turn should be making you a better, more optimal trader. Hey Wix, first time tuning in. Looks like your resistance is marked out too high. No, I've got 2096.50. What? Well, then mine is too high? Bro. I gotta scroll up the entire screen 6 times to get to 2090. What? Oh, alright, 1996.50. Wait. $19.96. Yes, you got yours 1996.50 right here. Oh. Okay. I mean, yeah, you can do that. That's the most recent, right? But I'm going off the overall, right? As I believe at 96.50, we can reject right here at 97.50. We can reject. I mean, it's just how I see it. That's how I see it. I see it as this is the level where we can drive from. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying my personal comfort level is above 97,420. And who doesn't like to be higher than the 420 level, right? Everyone wants to stay higher than 420. So once it gets above 420, we'll look to stay higher than 420. 97, 420. Let me answer my question. I write a 2-paragraph. Cheers. Wait, now I gotta find you, Damon. Wicks, when there's clean range to the left, there's a long wick reject. No, I answered you. I said I don't mind trading it into the wicks. If there's long wicks rejections, whatever, I don't mind trading that. All those wicks, whatever, they're literally ranges, right? You just have to zoom in on the smaller time frames, identify which ranges are achievable within those wicks, right? Makes sense. And then trade those ranges, but there's no rule against trading into a wick, against the wick. There's no rules, period. Like, that's what you guys should understand. There's no law passed down from God for trading, right? There's no such thing as 10 commandments for trading. It doesn't fucking exist. Everybody makes this their own. Stop having people shove rules in your face, tell you what you must do, what you can't do. Says who? Who the fuck wrote the rule book here? What, another trader? Another streamer? Another marketer? Get the fuck out of here. There's no rules here. You make this shit your own, right? I'm not teaching you a strategy. I'm showing you what I do so you can utilize it. Utilize the greatest parts and take out the worst parts and make your own strategy. I'm not telling you to do exactly what I do. You won't be able to. You don't see the markets the same way I do. You don't have the same relationship with money that I do. Whether for better or worse, you just don't. And, like, it's irrelevant, right? There's no rules here. There's just make it your own. See what you recognize. Take, bite off bits and pieces from people that are really doing it and make it your own. No. I'm too tired. I'm past that, yo. Let the clowns have the circus. I'm gonna stay out of that. Finna withdraw my joint. Straight cheese, Trina. This is not financial advice. This is just, you're getting a behind the scenes look at the mental state and breakdown of the charts, right? I should be like, I'm just another trader, right? Another guy with a job here, right? You're getting an insight onto what I do, whether you emulate it, whether you copy, whether you learn anything from it, right? I can't make you profitable. I can only guide you through what I do, and if you can see something beneficial in it, use it, please. I'm here to be used, right? Use it. I'm not here to be abused, but use it. If you can't use what I'm showing you, I am factually useless then, right? I don't want to be useless. man idolizes an absolute rat. I don't idolize him. I like him. He will never show you a withdrawal for more than $1,000. He doesn't attract money. I'm surprised you all didn't answer. I mean, alright. You're streaming while trading. It's got to be hard. The stress must be double, especially on the first day or week. Yeah, you know what? I really didn't feel like hopping on here. I was like, I just got back from the gym. You know, I'd rather kick back. I got better things to do, like, honestly. Not to sound like a piece of shit, Trevor. Like, I got 3 daughters. I could have went to smoke a joint, go out, but like, I enjoy doing this, right? And yeah, but it's not. Shout out to all the streamers that trade live and call out positions, whether they're showing terminals or not. If they're calling out positions beforehand and they're taking them, and they're telling you why, and the positions run in your favor, it's not an easy thing to do. But I said, I promised. Once I get my TD withdrawal, I promise you, I'll show you the withdrawal. Yeah, we're still respecting. Look at this. The 15 closed, same area. 30 closed. 30 did close above the most recent. And close above the overall. But it did close above the most recent because the overall, it's still right here, right? It respected on the 30. It didn't get above there. He says he runs multiple Airbnb businesses. So answer this, Wix. How much utilization you add for the next 2 months? So I don't have to tell you. I can show you. I can show you my calendar for my Airbnb for a few of them. And I think I'm booked like 23 days out of the month for the next like half a year on all of them. I'll also show you that I'm a super host. Can I help you? Without showing you the name. So this was my March, right? I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. You tell me how many days were booked in March. This is only one of the houses I own. Oh, wait. Let's... Hold on. Here, you want to blow out the candle? Go ahead. Hey, high five. Good job. Now go play with your sisters. All right. So this was March, right? I didn't have a single free day in March. Can you see that? Chat, see that? You can't see that. Hold on. Let me get rid of the names of the properties and I'll show you. Oh, we're closing above here. I know I'm not gonna have anything off the rip. I'm gonna need that 5-minute range to be created here. Actually, we did create a 5-minute range here, chat. Hold on. Don't worry, I didn't forget the conversation if you're still asking for proof. Okay, so this is, watch out, baby. Doing something. Hold on, they don't believe me. I gotta prove stuff. Can you see like this? Is this better? Oh, this is right now. I'm sorry. This is April. You see how I'm booked through April? There's not a single free day. It's called 100% occupancy. And then next month. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go to March. You see I was booked every single day? There's 2 months in a row at 100% occupancy. You tell me what other Airbnb superhost can do this on multiple properties. Looks been interesting game on me. Just wanted to ask how long the process was and how long to see some profits. Hold on. We're getting closures. Here. I love you too, baby. Sorry, my kid's over here. Dad, I love you. I'm telling you I love you. You're not listening. I'm telling you I love you. I know, I'm looking at a closure here. Hold on. I don't have a position here, chat, and I'm not gonna have one off the rip. It filled up most of this range here. Let's see. Give me a second, chat. Nope, nope, nope. Is there resistance here? Happened to earlier? All right. We're either gonna come back down here, break 97 420, and then come back above it to take a fake out, or we're gonna look for a closure here. And if we drive up here right now, in the next, let's say 5-7 minutes, I'm thinking of taking this off the rip here as well. Nice. A lot of range to fill. Very close. You're looking for a buy position? Yeah, at this moment. For us to get sells now, we would need a range to break out the other way. Which point did you mark for buying? Both of them. It's not an entry, right? We need to close above here for off the rip within this hourly. If it happens at the end of the hour, in about 15 minutes, then we're gonna wait for another range to be created. If this pulls back, I might stay on. It's 9:45. I might stay up to like 10:15, 10:20 here, because if we pull back below 97, 420, and then close back up above it, we're gonna look for that fake out to retest the highs here, and these highs are roughly 15 pips we could have as an advantage, and then we'll be break even. You don't need that. That's first thing I do before chatting, like the stream, then chat. Well, you're better than me because I always forget to like the stream. Liking the stream is chat. Shout out to the liking the stream is typically the last thing I do unless someone reminds me. But shout out to the 800 people watching right now. This is our peak viewers. I just saw it hit 800. So, peak viewers today. Amazing. Now, if only a quarter of you could sub to the channel, we'd be at 10K, and I would be a 5-figure streamer. 800 viewers, yeah. This is dope. I remember thinking 800 viewers in a New York session was crazy. We're getting 800 in Asian. That makes a lot more sense. Personally, I'd rather come back down and then retest the highs again and just come up, take off the rip, but either or is a high probability. Say I won't, chat. Say I won't. I dare you. Say I won't. We got 420 likes. With a 420 level. You won't. I knew you'd say that too. Damn, chat.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
Damn. That good shit. No, you know what it was? It was, you know when you get that a piece of like broken down cannabis just flying in because your pulls are so monstrous that like half the joints flying through the filter into. That's a Scooby snack. It is a Scooby snack. How the hell can you trade stoned? Because your stoned and my stoned are two different stoned. When they tell you not to trade high, they're not lying. The thing is, they're speaking for the 99% of the population, right? So I agree with it. You shouldn't. But it doesn't apply to me. I'm not part of that 99%. Not to sound like, but like, this is what I do. I smoke. Looks like your project is growing. I'm very happy for you. But the stream, yeah. I'm not high for like, you know, people smoke and they're like there's a difference between you smoking and me smoking. Unless this is what you do. A lot of people on here, this is what they do. Near 10K? Yes. Yes. It'd be dope if we hit it today, huh? Weed gives you higher highs? No. How long you been trading? 4.5 years. I can relate. I've always had a really high tolerance for alcohol, and my drunk is not like your drunk. Bingo. Bingo. Yes, tolerance, right? So somebody might fucking drink, I don't know, bottles, 2 bottles. For me, I don't drink, right? I'm a big smoker. I'm a little drinker. And like my tolerance level is just, it's I smoke, I don't smoke, it doesn't, it just doesn't change my perception on things. I'm very functional, but some people can wake up and just have a shot and, go out and go chill and have a great day. And like, I can't, like, cause their tolerance, right? They won't even, that shot to them is like water. They can drink half a bottle, water bottle's worth, and they'll You have the wizard buttons, bro. Yeah, I got them a really long time ago, and they just lay here because they look cool. They're conversation pieces. Like, what do you do with that? I hold papers down? No, I press buttons on it. Can drink a fifth and not be phased? Yeah, Maya, I drink a fifth, and I'm gonna need to look for more weed. What do you think of digital? I think you don't need any of these risk management tools. They're cool. They're not necessary. How far do you go to the left? I try to go to the most recent applicable levels, and if there's some question there, I'll go even further. And once again, this level here at 99.98, it's not a resistance. That's a level that we can utilize to drive from once we break it. No buy stop. Not yet. Oh, 5 minutes on an hourly close here. You know what's coming up, chat, right? That's how you know we just did 2 full hours. When you get this track a second time, that's how you know we did 2 full hours. I would have so much rather come down here. Like, this is... Right. Let's fuck around with this. With your logic, you helped me improve my strategy. 400 plus pips since yesterday. Thank you, my man. Hey, SW. And that is not a paid actor. Beautiful. Started young. Oh boy, can we just come back down in range? Can we get some sells? We close respecting this and then break it on the next hour. Yeah, these sells below, chat. Let's see, let's look at it. What was the previous hourly break? Oh, okay. Honestly, chat, let's see. I'll stick around here for maybe 15-20 minutes after the hourly close. This is interesting. We might have positions. Oh shit, someone's in a waiting room. Might be done for the session here. Yeah, we might be, but there's volume. It's moving. We've ranged for 20 minutes, half hour, now it's moving. So the hourly will close above the resistance. What's up? Hold on, chat. Wix 10 is here. We're gonna close below here. Respect it. It's respecting this. Check this out, chat. 40 seconds here. Last time we drove from this. Oh, whoops, wrong color. We drove from this area. We drove all the way up. So look, anything happen? We're respecting that. We start coming all the way up. Let's just see if we can respect the same levels. Close above there. Let's get a pullback down here into this area. And then use this as a wick to drive up. Alright, the hourly closed above here. Above the range. I would look for a pullback down into 1995 areas. And if we can come back up after that, above 97,420, it will have buys. So, which in turn will give this hourly a bottom wick, and then as we come back up, it's going to be a wick fill here. Give me a second. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be BRB. Waiting room again? Just stop leaving. So let's have it come back down into 96, 95 areas. Give it a minute. Yeah, at this point, if we start coming back up above, then awesome. We'll have buys. If not, then can this be the top wick for the daily? Right? If this is the top wick for the daily and we flip and break the daily lows. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But in order for us to have sells at this point, we would need this 4 hour to flip, right? And that 4 hour flip here is also the break of the previous 1 hour low. So if we can break the previous 1 hour low, flip here on the 4 hour, and close below 1992.91 as a cherry on top, there's a lot of potential to run down here. All right. So this 5's closing back in range, right? If we can have I'm gonna wait for the 5, so it's perfect. Look, we've driven down to 96, 95 area. No bottom wick. If we don't get a bottom wick, this is great as well. Then the next candle should come down, make a bottom wick, and start driving up here, right? If we can get this right now on this candle, we're gonna take it off the rip as we close back up in range. And this is gonna be the candle that we wanna be in on. Off the rip right here, with stops right here. Okay? Oh. Huh. Look at 90-minute time frame.
What a stupid question that is.
All right, coming up here. Are we coming up to close above, or are we coming up to reject? Let's see what happens. Reject. We don't know that back chases, right? We'll see the candle close first. retesting it. Shall we close above here in 2 minutes? I'll be in off the rip. Me personally. If it closes above, yeah, we go off the rip. We've been discussing this for the last 2 hours. Like buy stop on the break of current hourly highs. Yeah, that's not bad. That would be almost my level pretty much, yeah, except I'd need a closure on the 5 there, not just an impulsive drive. See, so far it just tapped that to reject, has not broken above yet. But if it does close above, that's our indication that the hourly will start flipping and we'll start retesting 2000 levels. If it closes, do we go with the rip? I will be in off the rip. What are you trading? Time for money. Think it's a valid trade? Yeah, I mean, we do this all the time. Not gonna deviate. I'm also not gonna bet the house like you shouldn't, right? You shouldn't have one trade, the result of one trade, make or break you. All right, we're driving up here. Let's just get this closure in 30 seconds. Look what happened here before. It might range here, might play around here, but you guys see that? I see this. All right, lock it in right now. Let's see if we get this closure. Closes above. I'll be in there. It's got to be clearly above this area. It's somewhere in there and it's unclear. I'm gonna wait. All right, it closed above, chat. I'm gonna have a buy stop on the flip here. Now for spread 4.9. $6.9. Right? It's 6.9 for me. 1997.69 is my buy stop. That's counting for, I'm accounting for 2.5 pips of spread, 2.5 pips worth of spread. So I got a buy stop right here. Chat, not activated yet. Yeah, I know it flipped. I got 2.5 pips worth of. I'll tell you when I'm activated. 6.9. It's a little off on T. 5.9. Yeah, 6.9. Be above there. All right, I'm activated now. I'm in chat. So if you were activated before and I wasn't in, now I'm in. It came out to be the re-break. Let me get rid of this. All right, stop. Uh-oh, hold on. Wix 12 is here. Hold on. I'm in a position here, chat, and I will look to secure some profits at around these areas. That's around 11, 12 pips. And in case of a losing situation, how will I manage risk? If we start closing on the hourly on the 30 back in this range, then I'll look to manage risk. But for now, if we start closing on the hourly on the 30 below 1996.27, then I will look to manage risk. Until then, I will be in there. This is the closure back in range, back outside the range for a fake out on the 5. You have the 30 and the 1 hour flipping bullish. And we have a 18 pip range we can use as an advantage point here, right? At which point you should be looking to secure some profits, secure some bacon, and manage risk. On screen, the stop is the previous 5 range, which is 93.4 area, .39. My B point will be at 12 pips here at roughly 98.8. $99 probably. Do we flip on the hourly? We did. So the hourly flipped bullish here. The expectation is to fill the wick up. So did the 30, right? And we made a bottom wick, never broke their low. Respected the low of the 30. So everything, all the time frames are in our direction, and they're telling different pieces of the same story here. I probably won't look for runners here though, chat. Not closing anything. I think I had 4 pips on there. There's no management. There's no risk management. There's nothing I can do to manage this trade until it either gets to my advantage point or we start getting higher time frame closures. Until then, we are at the mercy of the market and the probability of the trade that we chose. Stops below the 1 hour. No, it's not this previous 1 hour. It's going to be the 1 hour before that. That's where the 5-minute range was. That's fine. And if you're going to look to manage risk, I'd probably say once the higher time frame starts closing bearish back below here, then you can start to look at managing risk. It's just better if we look at it on the hourly, right? It looks a lot prettier on the hourly. Did he took trade? Yes, we discussed when, where, why, how. Which point do you light up a huge spliff now after floating profits or after closing the trade? As soon as I'm done streaming, the trade might still be running, but I'll go smoke. I have a joint waiting right outside the door. I haven't utilized its powers yet. Up, no. Up, no. How about no? Yeah, I think I'll just stick to the 1 hour here. The 1 hour looks pretty as it's printing. Those are TPN stops, yes. The red right here, the bottom of the red is the stop, the top of the green is the TP. Will we see either level during the trade? That remains to be seen. Where's B point? The wick fill on the higher time frame here. It's gonna be it's 18 pips on Oanda, but on my broker it comes out to like 16 plus spread like 14. So I'm thinking like, 12 to 14 pips. You can definitely go break even and secure the bacon. Which point? Right here on the 5. Right here. Once we had this 5 close above, that's when we took the trade. Oh, no, don't move. Yeah, right there. When this 5 closed above, that's when we took the trade. All right, we took it anticipating the hourly flip based on the 5-minute closing back in range here. It filled this area, right? Pretty much. But we're looking for the higher time frame here, for the higher time frame wick fill. Wow, we're at peak viewers, over 820 watching chat. Last time we had peak viewers, I think we took a L. No, actually, no. Last peak viewers, we took a nice W because I remember talking about it. Last time we had peak viewers, I was like, yo, the time before this, we had peak viewers. We took a L, so. Two of the 4 L's we have this year on stream came at peak viewers. Don't jinx it. Yeah, well, we manage every trade the same, right? Doesn't matter. I don't believe in jinxing. you know, the higher time frames in our favor. It doesn't go in our favor, it doesn't go. But we'll manage risk accordingly, and we'll be back for the next trade the same way, right? Not over risking. We're we're just coming here to get a W. If you get enough W's, they'll slowly build up into one big account. In there like swimwear, yes. Donbo would be. Donbo will probably be waiting at the rebreak of the highs. I don't know. Yeah, the hourly is definitely prettier looking. Idea is to manage risk right here. Once we fill the previous hourly wick, that will be our sign to manage risk. Shameless plugs working out. Yeah, people are joining. TP at around 2005. That's full TP. I highly doubt I'm gonna hold it till there. I'm most likely gonna close full once we fill the wick, because this is against the daily bias, right? Technically, anytime, at any moment, there's still a chance that the daily, look at the daily. This could just be a top wick for the daily. It might be, right? So we have to account for all these possibilities. It's just the way the smaller time frames have printed right now. That could be the top wick, but it's just not there yet, not ready yet. It's going to be a top wick later. Maybe it's only starting to form. And also, you know, risk is dynamic. Nothing is static here. Everything is changing with every candle being printed. So you have to utilize every candle print and see what information you can get out of it. But like I said, I won't manage risk until we start getting higher time frame closures back below 97,420, or we start breaking the previous low, right? Or we start retesting the highs. First time, bro, I don't understand. I've heard that so much. What point you plan to close the trade? At the fill of the wick. Ideally. I'm just saying it has a lot more potential. But against the daily, I typically don't hold runners when I'm trading against the daily bias. Because I'd rather secure full at small, because us driving against the daily bias is such a small probability of that happening, right? As in relation to driving with the daily bias, that I just take my pips and run when I'm trading against the daily. And then I look for overnight runners or runners overall when it's with the daily bias. Especially, let's say we retraced for an Asian right now in London, drove up and then start to flip with the daily bias. We can start anticipating the flip and the top wick for the daily. Then you have massive potentials for runners. Yeah, I'm only at 5 pips here. 4 pips. Struggling to rebreak this high. 30's gonna close here, huh? Will it close respecting or will it close below? This 30 is very key here, and so's the next hourly. So we flipped, we grabbed liquidity, right? We flipped on every time frame. We drove up here and we respected. Now we came back down. Now will we respect the area here at 97.5.6 or will we come down below it? We respect it and stay above it. We should continue driving up. If we come down below it, we will look to manage risk. Let's get the likes to 300, everyone. There's damn near 500 on here. New to your stream, I can only watch when I can. Can I ask, please, when do you enter trade off the rip and when to wait for? It's just when it depends on how the higher time frames are falling in line. So the higher time frames would have to have wicks, and depending where we are in the higher time frame in relation to the smaller time frame, and just all of that. So the 30 closed bullish here, and it closed above this area, respecting it. Right. And we closed above here, right? But we didn't close above here. Right. It's tough here. There is a 30 resistance here. So we might see a pullback, but how steep will that pullback be? I don't know. We're gonna base what we do off the hourly closure. Yeah, there's the pullback. Right, because there's the way the 30 closed, there's a 30 lower right there. Time to smoke a bowl. Maybe. No, I'm not gonna have any bowls. I got a joint waiting for me right after this. So I'm not managing risk. I'm not closing anything as we break back into this range. I still have my full trade open, and my next time I'm going to manage risk is if this current hourly, that's bearish right now, if it starts closing back below 97,420, I'll look to manage risk. Is kind of funky here. And the thing is, with this 30, the current 30, right? If it closes below here, which will mean the hourly close below there, and it doesn't have a top wick yet, so you're gonna expect the next hourly to come up here, grab a top wick, and then drive down. That's why the hourly is gonna be the next key closure. Spooky, scary candles. I don't think so. Like we go through. I mean, we've been in drawdown before. We've lost trades before. We won trades before, right? It's just part of the process. It's all part of the process. Good evening. Good evening. At this point, you know, we're putting our trust in the higher time frame and everything lining up above here as it was. And at some point, we did form very similarly here. See that? Right there. Closed bearish, that hourly closed bearish just like we are right now, but it closed bearish respecting this area above it. And the next candle just filled the range. We were expecting to do that in this candle, but if it doesn't do that, but it stays above here, even if it closes bearish, we're still ahead in the trade. Even though you're seeing drawdown, you would technically at that point still be ahead in the trade because it's still respecting the support. The move up will likely happen during New York news. This is a smaller time frame move. Realize we're only looking for 15, 18 pips here, not 80, 60. And if you're uncomfortable with the trade, you can come get out now while it's a break even. Like, you know, if you have, you know, you shouldn't be feeling discomfort at any point throughout an open position, any point. Current swing high and low, but we got the bottom gold fib supporting us as well. Sure. Shout out to Don for avoiding us tonight and going to play hockey. Appreciate you, bro. Be the best hockey player you can be. At what point is the stop loss? Like, only in case. I don't want to be rude, but you never know. It's the 5-minute range here. It's 93.41. This 5 closed respecting as well. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I'm not. If the 5 closed below here, I'm not closing yet. My heart lies with the 1 hour. I believe this is the longest stream we've had, chat. I think this is so far the longest Asian session stream we've had. Longest stream, peak viewers. We need the W and to call it a night, because every hockey game that I was watching or was planning on watching, I think it's kind of playing out without me. Go Whalers. Whalers, isn't that Hartford Whalers? That's Carolina. So T. I don't know. We'll see. I literally have kids who are still up and waiting on me. If you guys don't believe me, you guys don't understand what's going on right now. Hold on. there's been a 5-year-old or less tugging at my elbow for the last 2 hours. All right, chat, there's more of them. They're back. Look. You see that? Hey, take your hands out of your mouth. Hands out of your mouth. There you go. And smile. There you go. That's not a smile. That's make me feel guilty look. Oh, man. They're a trip. I love kids. No, I'm sorry. I love my kids. I hate kids. But I love my kids. Anybody else feel like that? Like, do you love your kids, but you just hate kids, but your own you love? All right. Yeah. If you don't want to lay down, have a seat right there. I'll be right with you. Yeah, but they've been tugging at my elbow over here. You guys don't see it, but like I'm kind of like politely ignoring it. But they've been like, Dad, let's go. Come on, Dad. They know I end at 10. So it's another thing, right? Doing a breakdown, trading, streaming, and got the kids over here. No, boy. No, but I got 3 girls. And with my luck, if I try for a 4th to get a boy, I'll definitely get a girl. But at the moment, I've plateaued on 3 girls. Send the stream? No, I want to fucking... I'm gonna ride this thing out right now. No, I might, yeah. I probably will end the stream if we don't get there. Like, if we're not at TP by the hourly close, if we're still ranging here, I'll tell you guys what I'm gonna do. But ideally, we drive up. You see, like, I just spoke to a dude, and they had 3 daughters. And he was like, we tried for a 4th because I really wanted a boy. And they had twins, 2 girls. And he ended up with 5 daughters. And he was like, nah, you know what? I ain't quitting. Quitting ain't for me. And he went for a 6th one to get a boy. And they actually got a boy on the 6th. So he has 5 daughters, 2 twin daughters, and 1 boy at the end. Basketball team, you don't give me enough credit. I'm trying to field a football team. Wicks Stadium is getting built right now. The whatchamacallit? The pillars, not the pillars. I know green. The foundation for Wicks Stadium is in the works right now. Wicks Arena. Oh yeah. Yo, why is this not playing? Oh, it's on pause. Sorry. The bloody thing pulls back whenever I type a W. It's a sign. Type a M and it'll go the other way. About 5 more pips, chat. I'm at 7 pips. I'm at 6 pips right now. My broker is a bit off. Coming up here. M. Big M. Yeah, we got a mess of M tonight. This is the areas you can roughly start. One more push. If we get one more push, that'd be great. Ooh, here we go. Chat, I'm at 11 pips here. I'm going to go break even. You're at 11. And you know what? I'm actually going to close. Oh, wait, it pulled back a little. No, I'm at 9. There we go. All right, chat. I'm going to close a little more. Here we go. I closed half here at 11. Boom. Matter of fact, hold on. I only closed half so far. 10.8. There we go. So forget your M's. You could spam the W's. We got another W. I closed half at 11. I'm break even. The rest is house money. Let's see if we can keep driving. I guess the trolls do not get any content tonight. I'm sorry. I know I'm on your payroll, but you're not getting any content from me tonight. It's another W. I guess 2 months and some change. Yo, we had peak viewers. We have peak likes. We stayed here for a peak amount of hours. 3 hours. And we got a W. And right now we're playing with house money. A W and runners.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Update record. Yes, we will update record. By the end of the hour, I'm expecting another small push here. And then I'll close full tip of the wick. If we don't, then we come back down. It was house money, and I secured some bacon. So let's update. I agree with the update. We will go to our 24th win of the year, which makes it 13 straight. Properties, buys, plus 11, runner. Boom. Beautiful. And the reason I'm break even here is we've hit this little smaller time frame range where there's some play here. See this area right here? Might get some play across here. So that's why we're break even, because we don't want to, don't be the asshole that's fucking 10-15 pips in profit and then ends up in drawdown. Just don't be an asshole, right? You have your advantage points, utilize them. It should fill this, but you should at least be break even and have no risk on the table. Because if it comes down here and breaks this and then starts heading down back into this range, you're going to come down here and then maybe here. Right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to sit through that after being in profit. It fucks with you mentally as well. So use all these levels to your advantage, right? All this data that's been printed previously. Utilize it. Data is your best friend. Okay? Collect it, absorb it, utilize it to your advantage. You have 2 positions? No, I closed half. Well, yes, I opened 2 positions at half and I closed one of them. This way I have 50% running instead of just closing half a position. How many years is your trading journey? About 4.5. Closed full at 10. All right, yeah, some people manage risk like that too, but the hourly has some room. That's why I left the runner, right? Because the hourly has some room to drive a little more. We could get double what we have right now, I think. So, I mean, the hourly's closing in 11 minutes, and you should see a bottom wick on the next hourly, but we still have these 10, 11 minutes to fill out the range up. And if that happens, great. Little bonus, some extra pips. If not, we secured the bacon. It's a W regardless. House money. Right? Fat Jamaican joint rolled up. Yeah, I'm going to roll another one. I got a clip remaining from what I was just smoking earlier. And I'm going to roll another one. Chat, drop a like. Sub to the channel. Turn on notifications. This way you know when I'm on. We're going to be back tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, for another Asian session. We're going to look to continue the streak. Right? We're in our 3rd month with no losses. 2 months straight. Let's see if we can make it 3. Yeah, I think that's the stream. That's our session. Make sure you show up tomorrow evening. Join us at the clubhouse. Join the Wix's table so you could hop on Zoom and trade with us with no delay and get to ask questions and be on cam and open up your mic. Unleash your inner Wix at my table. Right? And other than that, Don Vo is streaming tomorrow morning. I think it's going to be a really, really interesting stream. He's got a whole bunch of shit cooked up for you. He's been cooking in the kitchen, flipping the sesame chicken. All right, so be on Don Vo's stream tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you're there. He's incredible, and we love him. And he provides a great platform to trade the New York session. And then make sure you're here at 8 p.m. Eastern, right back here with me for the Asian session. Don's the chef. How often you withdraw? Whenever I need money. All right, chat. We're going to call it here. Everyone at the clubhouse, at my table, everyone that's flexing, shout out to you. All the mods, Green, J, K. As usual, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And love and wisdom to you all. Thank you, chat. I will see you tomorrow. All right? That's our stream.
Wow! I feel good.
Here we go, chat. I got you. Good night. Good night, everybody. All right, chat. I'm closing full right here. I'm closing full. Okay. All right. I'm closing full right here at 24 pips. We hit our resistance. See, I said by the end of the hour we should technically fill this rick, and we were gonna manage risk here. Just drove through it. So I closed full at 24 pips here. Hold on. Congratulations to everybody. 24 pips. But we reached. If you look, we reached a resistance here, and we're also coming up on the last 5 minute of the hourly. So in order for us to continue driving, the next hourly is going to pull back with a bottom wick, right? So I don't want to sit through a bottom wick and have a chance that my stop is going to be hit. So I'm taking full here. And like I said, I'm not going to leave runners against the daily bias. If it runs great, we'll trade more in the morning or for New York session. But outside of that, it's a high probability that the daily does flip and drive down. So if it doesn't, we'll trade in the morning. But if it does, we just secure it as much as possible. Beautiful. No, I closed completely 24 pips. Just wanted to hop on and say that I'm out of the trade here. Congratulations. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night, everybody.